Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and an updated wear and tear of one of my favorite bags, the Gucci Marmont flap bag. So if you haven't seen my unboxing to this bag, I'm going to put the link down below and you can see like more of first impressions and in-depth review over there. But for those of you who are just watching right now, I'm going to be going through some of the basic details and basically give you an updated wear of how it has fared from the 1 year that I have had it. So without further ado, this is my Gucci Marmont flap bag in the size small. Now for those who didn't see my initial video on this, I'm just going to give you like the basic dimensions and the description. So this is the Gucci Marmont Matelassé flap bag in black calfskin leather and antique gold hardware with the antique gold chain strap, and it also has the leather strap over here and microfiber interior lining. So the dimensions of this is approximately 10 inches in width, 6 inches in height, and 3 inches in for the depth. Now I've had this bag for a year now. If you can see it, my unboxing video, I did that in February of last year. So this is an exact 1 year updated wear and tear. And the very first things that I have to say about this bag is that, oh my gosh, I love this bag. This bag has definitely fulfilled my expectations of what I want in a bag, and I mentioned that I bought this bag specifically for partying in my first ever video, and I can say that it's done that and more. Okay, so when I first got this bag, I mainly used it for travel because I traveled more. I did a lot of traveling for the first half of last year, so that's what I used this bag more. So I brought this bag to New York for 3 weeks and Taiwan for like a few days, and this was like, it's the best travel bag ever. I've abused this bag to the fullest, and this is still how it looks like. So for my travel, I used it for 3 weeks in New York with a few other bags, of course, but this is mainly what I wore to the airport. And I can say that it's a great airport bag because I can just easily sling it crossbody and I can easily access my stuff through there. So when I need to go through immigration or whatever, like I can just get my ticket and my passport like easily because it's just on my body as so, and like there's no zipper where I have to remove my passport from and whatsoever. I also really like this bag for travel because it fits a regular sized book, which is great because while on the plane, I can just easily open it and get my book out, and that's what I do while waiting. For travel, it fit a standard size book. It fit my passport, my wallet, my money, my phone, my earphones. Basically all my basic essentials that I needed for travel. My only feedback with this when it was used for travel is that the leather is easily scratched. So I know it's calfskin and it's a little bit more durable than Chanel's lambskin, but it was so easy for me to scratch this bag, and since it was new when I traveled first to New York, like I had a ton of scratches and I was getting a heart attack on each and every scratch. I was just like, oh my god, like my baby, because that was like one of the first instances that I actually used this bag. I was like really freaking out, especially on the plane ride going there. I was wearing like this really big fleece jacket with a big zipper, and the zipper was like hardcore, I don't know, metal, or I don't know what the material of the zipper is, but it was big, like the teeth were really big, and it accidentally like hit this little area of the bag, and it made like a huge dent, and like it was beside me while I was sleeping in the cabin. So when I woke up, I just saw the dent and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna try to insert a picture over here to show you what it looks like, but I did panic a lot. I was trying to rub it off because I was so scared that the dent would stay there permanently. But eventually, like after buffing it out, it didn't automatically come off. But after a while of just constant use, the dent eventually rubbed off. So as you can see, like now, you won't even notice a thing. Now another reason that I love this bag for travel is because since it's a crossbody bag, you can easily put it under your coat and it won't easily be accessible anymore. So if you're like scared of pickpockets, then that's a great idea to just put under your coat since it's a crossbody bag. Also, if you're not wearing a coat, if you're traveling when you're not wearing a coat, you can easily just turn it around. You can just wear it with a heart facing the front, and then if you need to get stuff, you just turn it around. But at least like it won't be accessible to other people because it's just gonna be there, so no one can easily like go in or what have you. Now for parties, since I felt like this bag was already beat up from all my traveling, like I didn't really care anymore about bringing it to clubs. So this is what I used to clubs. I would go through crowds wearing this, and it still held up pretty well. Like I didn't really care much about it, and the structure is still pretty good. Now going to the wear and tear, as I mentioned earlier, the leather isn't that sturdy, so there are a few nicks here and there. Like you will definitely see the scratches, but you can easily buff it out. Although there are some that I'm not sure if there were some that I haven't been able to buff out, but there are some that I currently haven't been able to buff out. But I can assure you that the scratches that happened in this bag before were eventually buffed out. The main wear that I've seen here are these areas. I call them dimples because if you can see, like these parts, these corners used to be like just like these, where they were puffy. So this area used to be puffy, this area used to be puffy, but now as you can see, like they're flat. So they kind of made a dent over there, and it's like a permanent dent. I'm not sure if like that's a big deal to you guys, but it used to be puffy, now it's a little bit more flat. So that's the main wear that I've seen. There are a few scratches. There are a few lines, like grain lines. Obviously you can't see them from here, but and even through the close-ups, like they're very minor wear. And then for the G, for the logo, I can spot like maybe 2 scratches. So again, they're very tiny. Like you'd have to probably use a magnifying glass to spot them, but I spot 2 the tiny little scratches over here. So I'm not sure if you guys are the ones to mind scratches. Like, I don't know, to me it's not a big deal, and you won't even really notice it unless you like really look at the bag. And I do have like there was like a little scuffing over here, which again, it's so minor. I think it's scuffed due to like constant opening and closing of the bag. So you would always like open it like this. So maybe like one time my fingernail scratched it or something, I'm not sure. So that's probably why there's a scuff over there. But again, it's minor. You won't even be able to see it if I hadn't pointed it out. And for the interior, oh, there. The interior, as you can see, this is how it fared over 1 year of use. So if you can see it, like obviously there's a line over there because it folds, so you fold the flap. So obviously, like due to constant usage, there would be a line there eventually because the leather would stretch out, and that's how the line formed. So as you can see, like the leather is looks a bit used up inside because again, open and close, so that's why it looks like that. So for the interior, this is what it looks like inside. Basically, the pink is still in like pristine condition. I don't put like any any pens or lipstick in there that could possibly spill. So the microfiber has been clean, so it's like really pristine inside. It doesn't even look like anyone used it. So that's how the interior has held up. So those are my final thoughts on this bag. And for those of you who were thinking and contemplating about getting this bag, I'm telling you right now, guys, you have to go for it. There's some people who are asking, like, should I do the Gucci Marmont or the Chanel Walk because they're almost the same price? And I have to tell you, as much as the Chanel Walk has a really great design, and it's Chanel, obviously, the Gucci like trumps that a million times because the ways you can wear this and the number of places that you can wear this to, it's just like you can basically use this for anything. You can wear this grocery shopping, you can wear this shopping, you can wear this traveling, you can wear this partying, like basically anything, and it's going to fit every style. It's also very, very, very comfortable to wear because of the leather strap. So this really, I mean, it's so light. This bag is so carefree. It's such a light and easy bag to wear that you really won't have a problem with it. And especially like when you use it crossbody, because there's this long strap over here, and it really, this is like such a lifesaver. It makes the bag feel weightless. So and yeah, and the bag itself is really light, so it's not the Chanel medium large is definitely heavier than this. The reissue is definitely heavier than this. So if you're thinking of a lightweight bag to just bring anywhere, then I recommend this bag. I definitely recommend it. Now regarding the design, I know I said in my very first unboxing of this bag that I'm not so into the design, and that still stays true up to now. I am thinking of selling this bag. I'm at 90% sure of selling this bag because I did get a new bag which is very, very similar to this bag, and it's just pointless for me to have two of the same black bags. And no, it's not the Chanel medium large, because for me, the classic flap is definitely different from this, but the other bag that I got is just way too similar to this bag. So I'm thinking of selling this because I'm getting anxiety having two bags that look exactly alike. Now I'm going to be doing an unboxing of that and probably compare the two eventually so you guys can see the similarities. But yeah, it's just that the new bag that I got is a classic bag, so there's a clue. It's a classic bag, and I would rather have a classic bag in my collection rather than an in-the-moment trendy bag. So as much as I love this bag and as much as it's very comfortable to me, I feel like I've enjoyed it. And if someone is going to be willing to purchase it at the price that I'm asking for, then I'm probably going to let go of it, because I just really can't have two bags of the same style. I'm going to be doing like a bag collection very soon, so it's going to be after that when I sell this bag, because I wanted to show you guys like the similarities of the bags that I have and like just how diverse my collection currently is. So I hope you guys like this review, and if you have any more questions that I wasn't able to answer, then just comment them down below and I'd be glad to answer them. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!